Hey guys, welcome back to Life with Cassie. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to make homemade hand sanitizer with an aloe vera plant. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so first, and I might have a harder time filming this, like cutting it, but the recipe that I'm going to make calls for a 1/3 cup of aloe vera, and so I'm going to go ahead and do one, and if that's not enough I'll come out here and clip another one. Okay guys, so I just snipped this one off here and it will regrow itself. I may come out and scrape what's in it if needed, and then I'm just going to rinse that little bit off. That was kind of an accident that got from the soil into there. And I'm going to go put my scissors in the dishwasher to disinfect them, and then I will take you guys into my kitchen and I will show you how we make homemade hand sanitizer with an aloe vera plant. Hey guys, so I am just cutting into the aloe vera plant to scrape out all the aloe vera. I ended up having to go cut actually 2 of my aloe vera plants because it took a lot more than I thought. So you're just going to cut it and scrape it to make 1/3 cup of fresh aloe vera. Now you're going to take a mixing bowl and you're going to take your freshly scraped aloe vera and put it into your mixing bowl. Okay guys, so this aloe vera, I actually have never done this before. Aloe vera is a very tough plant once you start working with it. As you can see, I had to use a few different utensils. Guys, this recipe can also be altered to use the aloe vera that you find at the grocery store, if you can find it. The only reason I made this was because I had plants out in my yard and I thought, why not? Okay, so now I thought I had it good, and I was just going to put in my 99% rubbing alcohol. And this, guys, you need to make sure that your rubbing alcohol, that you're doing it at 68% or higher. I could not find rubbing alcohol at the store, but I had this left from soaping, and so I thought I would try my hand at this. You're going to use 2/3 of a cup into your 1/3 cup of aloe vera. So I started whisking it and it was going okay. It was breaking down, but it still was really chunky. So I had to bring out the big guns. So now you're going to get your blender or something that you have to break down the chunky aloe vera. The blender worked pretty good for the most part. Maybe like a ninja bullet would have worked a little bit better, maybe a food processor, but all I had was the ninja blender and that seemed to work really well. Yep, and I just did that for a couple of minutes until it broke down enough to where I could pour it into the bottles. Alright guys, so now it's done and I'm just going to pour it back into my mixing bowl and then get it ready to put in some optional essential oil. But it did have an interesting smell to it that the aloe vera had left. So I think for us that the essential oil was kind of necessary to give it a better smell when you rub it on your hands. So yeah, you can see it broke down a lot better in the Ninja blender. So I just buy this from our local health food store right now. I don't go through an essential oil supplier online as of yet. And I did 14 drops of lavender. You guys can look online, find different recipes and scents that you would like to add to yours. But I had lavender and it's calming and it works really well. And so you're just gonna gently put that and mix it together like so. All right, guys, now that you have it ready to go look around your house for some bottles. I had this one left from our travel bag, and then I had a funnel to try and get it in there a little bit easier, and then I had an old hand sanitizer one that I was going to refill. And so the funnel didn't fit in the small one, but I just went ahead and poured it in there directly, and it worked just fine. It does have some chunks in it, and if you want to maybe make it last a little bit longer, you can go ahead and strain that through cheesecloth in a strainer in your kitchen, and you wouldn't have the chunks. But honestly, when you rub it on your hands, it's a great moisturizer, and you don't have any chunks left once you've rubbed it in on your hands. And the funnel worked good for this one, and so I just did it that way, and I had a little bit left over. And I'm gonna have to get some sprayers or some more bottles, but this worked out really well. And I later put some cute little labels on it. And this doesn't need to be refrigerated, guys. You can go ahead and just leave them in your cabinet, throw them in your purse, your pocket, or wherever is needed. So there you guys have it. Homemade hand sanitizer, as easy as that. I highly recommend using the blender first to blend up any aloe vera from your plants, and you do get quite a bit from this recipe. And it does smell pretty good after you put the essential oil in it, and it rubs in and it makes your hands super soft and not very dry. So I hope this helps when you guys can't find it at your grocery stores or Walmart or wherever. And we wish you well in this time of need. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I will catch you in the next video.